moving on to another team that has a new manager. Chelsea, also during our break, like I said, fired Enzo Maresca and replaced him with Liam Rosenior. Now, when that happened, a lot of people, including myself, were very amused, to say the least, because when you're talking about big club managers, Rosenior is not exactly the type of person who fits that image. But somehow he's also managed to have a really good start. I'm still very skeptical about it because naturally, like I just don't see it with him. Me, I don't go lie. I dey judge a book by its cover, and the cover no they look very good to me. So at the moment, like they've had a good start, I can't deny it. But in fact, of all the results they've had so far, beating Crystal Palace away to today was a very like it was a huge statement of intent because everybody knows that Crystal Palace are one of the toughest teams to beat at Selhurst Park. So Van Gelder, how do you feel about first of all this appointment and how he started life at Chelsea?
Um, I'm not enthused about the appointment. I can't lie. He doesn't fill me with any confidence. Look, Maresca had his troubles and he had his problems and he had his injuries, but at some point, as a club, you have to sit down and say we value more stability, knowledge, know-how, and whatnot over all this constant change and today you then the manager. If you then every manager you get different types of managers with different personality, all of them you then them fall out. Then it can't be the managers. Do you get what I mean? And in Chelsea, it's like the wrong people are empowered. So those hideous swings that be sporting directors, them people they don't talk to the fans, they don't do any interviews, they don't do anything. You if you hear say some player be they he be young, where in club they ask for maybe 60 million. Let me give you an example. And here Chelsea are negotiating. Oh, Massa, forget. They know we'll go take that player. They will tell we later. There's the same thing that's happened. They told Maresca they didn't want to sign a centre back. Somehow when Rosenior came in, oh yeah, we need a centre back. So they wanted to sign Jeremy Jacquet from Rennes. By all accounts, he's a fantastic footballer. And he's really, really good. Like people rate him very highly. His on the ball stuff, off the ball, in the air, strong matrices as a defender. Then Rennes said they want more than Man City paid for Doku, which means that they want a record transfer fee. That's when I knew we won't sign that boy. Maybe we will end up signing today. We've got to recall some of our centre back from the one we gave to the Argentinian we bought and we gave to boy Dortmund. We've recalled him.
Are
The
you
rumors,
recording now?
yeah, and Salmino. We've recalled and
Then
Salmino.
Ipo they can't worry Dortmund because he's been in incredible form for Dortmund this season.
It's
So
not a player. It's not our fault. They should find their own player. I be we with it. It be them a player. It be your player. It be we want a player. I think that actually there's a rumor going around in Chelsea circles that what they are going to do is that they'll try to get the negotiations for Jacquet done, but to have him come in the summer where they can kind of stretch the books a bit more and whatever. Then they will bring Anselmino back, bring Mamadou Sarr back from Strasbourg, and give Strasbourg Anselmino. Strasbourg fans are already angry at us because we've stolen their coach. Now, no, again, Mamadou Sarr is a Chelsea player. He's on loan at Strasbourg. He's Strasbourg's starting centre back. He knows Rosenior's system. So, in my mind, it makes sense. Bring him back, let him play, so that Rosenior can implement. Because again, unlike Carrick, who has every week to himself, we are playing again on Wednesday or whatever. We are going to Napoli. We are going to Naples to play Napoli. We come back now, we go play the weekend. We come after that now, we then Arsenal. So he doesn't have enough time on training pitch. So the more tools he's already used before, that can help him implement his tactics on the pitch. The
yes,
better it is. Whether that
yes.
will work or not, I don't know.
My only question I have is that Anselmino is playing for Dortmund. Dortmund at the moment they are second on the Bundesliga table. They are playing in the Champions League. So
Yeah.
in terms of quality, in terms of high level quality, wouldn't Anselmino be more prepared to fit into a Chelsea team than Mamadou Sarr?
Mamadou Sarr is the better defender. Unfortunately, that is just the truth. He would have played But because I remember we signed him right before the Club World Cup. He went to the Club World Cup with Chelsea, and then he saw pity minutes. If that was one thing about Maresca I didn't really like. If Maresca doesn't like you as a player, maybe because you are not the person he's asked for or whatever, he will really treat you badly, and he will treat you like you're not a human being.
He's
And
petty.
and he's petty ahead, so he won't play you. That's what he's done to. Yes, Disasi is no good, and the club wants him off the books. But at least you don't have to banish him to go and play with under 21. Like, you don't have to banish. I don't like Sterling. I don't want him in the club. In fact, he's the reason why our wages are so high. He has a £350,000 a week contract that she got when Todd Bowley Dems came initially. And he doesn't want to go anywhere. There were bids for him from across Europe, and it is prerogative. He won't go. And if he won't go, he has a contract. So you have to pay. So they don't let him train at Cobham. He comes in after everybody, including women's team, have finished training. So he trains after 8 p.m. So they are making his life unbearable so that he doesn't stay back. But that football is a human institution. And these are some of the things you might feel like, oh, there's a class prerogative. But you see, if a club wants a player out, see the thing that they take do him. If a player wants to leave and he goes on strike, then we vex. Say, how dare you? If we go. You see, these are the kind of things where if we double standards, where they bomb me. You see, but for Rosenior, I feel like he's a poor man's Maresca. I rate Maresca's tactical nuance highly. I think he's really on his way to the top. He has his naiveties, and it will take some time for him to iron those ones out. But he would. I have no doubt in my mind he will be a better manager, for instance, than Arteta. Tactically, he will be a better manager than Arteta. The problem is that this Rosenior guy, this guy, he won't do the things where elite managers do. Them positional play, then things, but he not get that if something they happen, the sense go fit change them quick. Then I don't know. I don't trust him. He for me, for him to win me over, he has a lot of work to do, honestly. And I've not been impressed in his first 4 games. I think the most impressive match he's had so far is today. Even today, cry the first 30 minutes, then you know easy like that, Charlie. But maybe it will come. It will come as he plays. Other players adapt to his style of play as they learn what he wants. Crack what? What is it?
What if is you are the bad luck?
It go be say we will be the bad
What
luck. Eh,
what if Chelsea fans are the bad luck? Because the way like how would I even put it? Collectively, they all don't like the guy. I have a feeling the guy will turn up well. The
and
guy will
and
turn out well.
and let me tell
Like
you what
because
Chelsea fans.
what they don't understand is the guy is a yes man. In as much as he's a yes man, he's he's a coach. They brought him in not to come and challenge the not to come and challenge the board and things. But I always say that Chelsea strategy of buying good young players, it will benefit them in the long run. They just need good defenders. I've always said this. That's their only problem. They just need good defenders and a good keeper. That is their only problem. But
Even
this
the
guy,
goalkeeper, even the goalkeeper chef right now, Chelsea fans want to man the change because this season, I don't lie you. If you don't be Sanchez, like where
that
would
be true
they?
though. But
Like
uh,
he's had one bozo match the whole season,
you see,
and it was that game against Arsenal.
the reason why I think you need a good keeper is like quality of a team can mask a keeper's performance, right? Sanchez's bozo James always comes when you guys need him the most. Haven't you studied? Like when Chelsea is trending upwards, that's when you go and do some
He
foolish
full fucking
thing. And like
like
you go and
this.
do some foolish thing, and then you guys will be panicking and all of those things. Like if you had a good team, like your John Terry team, the Lampard team, and those strong team, and you have a bozo keeper, the quality can sometimes Charlie, and then they'll control the keeper, must judge but you don't have a
Case in
leader at the
point,
back.
Onana in Inter Milan.
His flaws was marked by the team. Do you get it? Sometimes it happens like that. So I think the mere fact that Chelsea fans don't like the guy, I just believe he'll do well. I don't know. For some
You
reason, I
see,
have some
let me tell you, let me explain
inclination
to
that
you.
he will do well.
Chelsea fans don't like him, not because he's a bad person. They think even as for his tactical, he's not coached long enough for us to really know whether he's good tactically or not. They don't like him because they don't like the board or the ownership group and the board and everybody. So anybody that they see who gets along, when Maresca came, they didn't like him. Maresca, by winning 2 trophies, then brought Chelsea fans onto his side. Do you get what I mean? They started liking him after the Club World Cup. They're like, you know what? Maybe you are good. Now we like you. And then they started attacking he said he the one defender. Why not the one back give him? He said the one defender. Why not the one? So every time we were not doing well, even if it was Maresca's coaching naiveties coming through, the Chelsea fans will mask it and say, he asked for a defender, you didn't give him. Then we have to play Badiashile, we have to play Tosin. Right now, the problem with Tosin, every time Tosin they play, they get problem for back. Do you get what I mean? So Chelsea fans, they set scapegoats. And this time, unfortunately, the scapegoat has landed on Liam's front. And they are like, he's doing too many interviews. If they make them, they get Amorim PTSD. So make you stop to do the interviews. Where he's has to be Englishman. He has to be black. Like many, many things they contribute where they don't like him. I don't hate him. I just think I'm just looking at him objectively. I don't know enough about you tactically. And I can't lie and say I watched enough Strasbourg to say, oh, I saw this. I didn't watch. So I don't know what I'm getting. With Maresca, I knew what I was getting. In big games, we'll be competitive. In the mid-table matches, it's a 50-50 toss-up. I don't know. Now he's beating Palace. He's lost to Arsenal. The biggest game he's had since he came in, he lost. The performance wasn't great. The tactics on the day, like Arsenal, they didn't struggle. But again, there were 2 errors by Robert Sanchez. So you can't really tell. So let's see. I want to see what he does when we play against Napoli, for instance, in midweek. And then next week when we play Premier League. And then when we play Arsenal second leg at the Emirates. Is he brave? What's gonna happen? Like again, there's too many happening around the club. Are they going to if they want to bring Mamadou Sarr, we call him today and then have the discussion and send Anselmino to Strasbourg. What be name? Strasbourg are okay. They've given them a good manager in what's his name? Oh, this former Wolves, my coach.
Gary O'Neill.
Yeah, good manager. He's won 2 in 2. He's happy. The first game he won 5-1 or 5-0 or whatever. Second game 2-0. He beats local derby. He won. So I think they are currently playing his 3rd match. They are good. He'll be fine. You get what I mean? I just don't know where we are at.
But are you not concerned about your whole this whole project that you're doing? Because I know you guys have said, like earlier, Krak was saying that this Chelsea strategy of buying young players and everything is going to work and everything. But I'm not exactly sure that I agree. And I'm not even sure that the aim of this project is even to have a successful team. Because for me, looking at it, I think the priority of the project is to farm players
that's true.
And sell. True. And then if along the way you manage to win trophies, that's a bonus. But the winning trophies aspect is not the priority. Because if I even look at the Rosenior appointments, for example, like if I'm looking at the type of managers Chelsea have hired in the past, and I look at the trajectory of managers you're hiring now, it feels like the level of managers keeps dropping and dropping. Because if you're looking to hire a manager who is going to win things, you would hire someone who has a track record of winning. At the very least, Maresca, you can make an excuse because it's like people who have worked with Pep at the moment are like hot commodities. Because everybody just thinks that they bring some piece of Pep in coaching to your team. And also, Maresca has also gotten Leicester promoted here.
Let me explain something to you. You see, the problem is that they want to make money. And there's nothing wrong with that. Look, they are a hedge fund. I used to disagree with people a lot about this strategy thing when it was Todd Bowley that was in charge. For Todd Bowley, he's not a hedge fund. Well, he owns a hedge fund, but it's not his hedge fund that bought it. It is him personally that bought it. So
He's
it
a
was
sports. He's more of a
he's a sports
sports-minded guy.
person.
He
So
he
him,
he owns is it LA Dodgers who are very
he owns
successful
Dodgers.
in.
He also owns Lakers now. So he, if it was Todd Bowley that had majority shareholding, that was running the club on a day-to-day, or
You
at least
you
what I do.
think you don't get it.
No, I'm
Whatever
coming.
this owner, okay, they're finished.
I'm coming. So if it was Todd Bowley, I wouldn't doubt that his ambitions will be more towards football and less to financial. Bernard Bali is a businessman. And I think a lot of Chelsea fans agree. Look, and he's brought cutthroat business way of doing things into managing a football club. He wants things done his way. The problem is he doesn't have enough experience running or owning any football franchise. You have used the money from Clearly Capital, who have shareholders, to buy Chelsea. That contribution, the shareholders of any hedge fund expect returns. Now, my biggest problem with him is he doesn't see that all your commercial ambitions, wanting to be big commercially, getting big commercial contracts and all those things, lie really in the football world, lie really with the performance of your team on the pitch. There should be, I get it. You want to buy the best in class young players, develop them in-house, have them grow and get the experience together, and then win trophies as they go along. I don't dispute. Great strategy. But I know as you are doing that, there must be also a bit of consideration for the now, for the today. So having one or two players that are above 20, like for instance, Semenyo is a South London. He's not born too far away from Chelsea. Literally. South London born or West London born kid who is now on Bournemouth up in the market to move and basically says, I don't want to go Chelsea. That's like hearing somebody that was born in Manchester say, I don't want to play for Man United. It pays. Think about what our left hand side would look like if it wasn't Gittins or Garnacho, but Semenyo there. And look, and Garnacho has not been even that bad since he came in. He has like 7 goal involvements or 8 goal involvement or whatever. He's not been that bad. He has good returns, but there are players that will elevate our team more. And sometimes all you need is to sign such a player. 1 or 2 experienced heads just to calm things down when it gets frantic. You know, when the center back has made a mistake and maybe the goalkeeper has bailed him out. Somebody that will just tell everybody, calm down. Let's just do what the manager said. Pass it, take care of the ball. You know, just help the team along. We've not said fill the team with 28-year-olds. 1 or 2 will not hurt the team. But they don't seem to, if you chop 26, like if them see your file now, then they would talk auto delete. Then set AI, it will delete your folder. They don't go even scout you safe. And that is where, and for me, I'm just a bit worried because we are going into the 4th year without a front of the shirt sponsor. Like you can say everything.
What's the reason for that? Because I was thinking about
so
that.
They want big money. The truth is they want big money. They've been getting offers around 30-40 million. And truthfully, that does not befit a club like Chelsea. You want to be front of the shirt sponsor of Chelsea, if 40 million a year they can't put down for 5 years.
If you go to the market and the market say that be what they will give you, that the market will tell you what's your value.
So that is why they will not. So they will rather not sign.
But
and
the logic of that is very interesting to me because like you've missed out on shared sponsorship money for 4 years just to hold out for a big offer. So, but like there's money being lost right now.
To be honest,
the money you're losing. It's not like I'm going to get an offer of 200 million a year.
We did, lucky. Let me put it this way: we did get an offer from Paramount, and then the league blocked it because Paramount was about to be like they got the rights to the Premier League or somebody like that.
Some conflict of interest.
So they blocked that move, but we had a deal in principle. Then we had close. We were about to sign with Oracle. Then I don't know what happened with that too. It just, like 2 months ago, it was really hot. Like we are days away from an agreement, and now It just picture when we won the Club World Cup, it has the image of the club, especially in America. So there were a lot of American companies that really wanted to invest. But the question is, would they have 400 million or whatever it is that the owners want over the next long-term period? Or so they say they are doing a lot of things commercially, but we are not signing a lot of high value. Like we have the least match day receipts when it comes to all the big six because we have the smallest stadium. They wanted to move Chelsea. The pitch owners say no. The council say no. They wanted to move us to Elscott, which is maybe 1 mile from Stamford Bridge. They said no. Something so now some consortium has bought it and they're going to develop it into houses and whatever. So there are so many things on the commercial front that's not going well. Well, from a fan's perspective, our books don't look balanced. Every summer we are looking, okay, we have to sell this, we have to sell that, and we don't want that. You don't have to buy every youngster right now. They say we sign some 16-year-old, we go sign some 17-year-old, we go sign some 14-year-old. Somebody them they born them next week. So if we get, we go sign them. But it's just I don't get this. I can't see the head and tail of it. Has it yielded some results? Yes, we've won 2 trophies. One of the trophies, we damn right had to win it. We had £1 billion squad playing in the conference league. If we didn't win it, it would have been a more of an
It was yours to
it's more
lose. Like
it was ours to lose. The club winning the Club World Cup was more of a statement than most people like to accept it to be. But as a Chelsea fan, I understand fully that is what the level of Chelsea Football Club is. Where we come up against the best of the best, we should be winning those trophies. So we should be able to win the Champions League this year, or at the very least going deep, minimum semi-final. Do you see what I mean? Like the domestic cups. Like if you don't be this bang bang play, we go play. I had no doubt we would have beaten Arsenal at Stamford Bridge and tried to work out a draw at Emirates. But now we go there trailing 3-2. Whether we'll be able to overcome them, well, you have shown us that it's not impossible to win at the Emirates. So we'll see what's going to happen. But there are so many bits and bobs that that is taking place that I just feel like, yes, you want the club to be successful, but you're not moving like somebody that you want the club to be successful. I get it. I know they want the club to be successful. I have no doubt about their ambition. But sometimes your actions and your ambition are so contrary to each other. It makes us wonder if your ambition is even true. Do you get what I mean? But
so, you see, here's the thing: when you talk about the ambition and everything, again, back to the Rosenior appointments, because for me, that's not
as for
maybe
that one, let
because
me tell you, they fell
it's
out.
because they know him from Strasbourg. It make like departmental transfer or whatever. But
Yes,
like
you see,
I just
let me just
can't
add this.
see it
Sorry,
as
I
an
just remembered.
ambitious move.
As I see you made a comment about the coaches. You see, hiring a top coach that wins also means surrendering some of the power that these sporting directors and analysts and people have. Do you know right now in Chelsea Football Club, when Maresca left and we found out that when it comes to minutes of players, load and things, it's not decided by the coach. It's decided by the medical department. So the medical department says that Kopama can only play 10 minutes. It's up to you. You can start him, you can bring him in the second half, but the 10 minutes there, that is all he will play. If you override them and play more than that, you will have problems. And those are some of the problems they had with Maresca, where he felt, I've won a trophy, 2 trophies, so I deserve more power in this club. I deserve more say in how things are done. And you can't come and tell me that some bloke who is a physiotherapist or whatever should be telling me, or a sports scientist should be telling me which players I have available for which game and which players I don't. You see, and that conflict, Maresca, again, he went to have Jorge Mendes he joined Jorge Mendes's what do you call it, his company, his agency, and he told them, Maza, I have Juventus are knocking on the door, Man City are talking to me about taking over after Pep. So if you want me to stay, give me an improved contract and let's I want this whole medical thing. And then Chelsea got angry and they said, no, we won't give you. So he left. That is I rate it. Manager who stands on business. If you want to, but they had been doing that in Strasbourg. He already knows that the medical team has the final say. So he can pull a squad today. Like today, he played with James right back. Escobar played. I will not be shocked if we go Napoli and Escobar doesn't play because medical team go tell him say the load be too much.
You see, but everything you're saying, for me, it even proves my points because if you are trying to win on a sporting level and you have decisions being taken by non-sporting people and you're prioritizing non-sporting uh, things, like for me, it doesn't suggest that you're necessarily trying to win. It just means that like you're trying to balance everything, or even the balance tilts more towards the business side of things than the sporting side of things. Because again, if you are trying to win, you have winners. And for me, like I'll say, if me that's one of the reasons why I always say that if I'm hiring a manager for Man United, the priority is that it's either you're a proven winner, you've managed a big club before, so that you at least know how to manage big club expectations and big club pressure, or at the very least, you are a club legend because a club legend has already experienced the big club pressure, at least as a player. And the fans would also be more willing to give you some form of grace, as opposed to if you are just maybe a Rosenior who is just coming as an unknown entity. You don't really have the track record to prove that whatever it is you're trying to do is going to work. So those are the things that I look out for. If you are not a proven winner, at the very least, for me, if you're a club legend, it can make up for the other things because it just gives you more allowance from the fans. So if you don't tick any of those boxes, then uh, it's very hard for me to see it as an ambitious move to hire you because it just seems like you're just hiring somebody who is just there, like Crack is saying, to be a yes man and just
Well,
keep the
every
ship
me, I
going.
believe every coach is a yes man, but everybody has degrees to it. Because
Mm.
everybody where they work for somebody. If your boss tell you say today I won't make you go site, you go tell him say you don't go, you go.
See,
So everybody is a yes man to his point. But you see, at the end of the day, they want ultimate yes men. They say they want coaches that can collaborate within the setup. Chelsea believe they believe they have the right environment and the right people in the right areas who will 100% help the club move forward. So right now, all they need is somebody that will coach and listen to the advice of the analysts and the how do they call them medical department. If they say Kupama no will play, then Kupama doesn't even come. So today he's been told he can't play, so he doesn't even make match day squad. They leave him back at home. He's recuperating. If Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, they say Napoli resumes no if he play because he played 65 minutes today, then resumes no go play. Go day bench or go. Then we go so you go do a match. So everybody be fit, then good, and you will get I don't know how that works, but yeah, it's just like yeah, there are sporting ambition. They believe the collaborative effort will bring you the sporting success that they are looking for. So when everybody is singing from the same hymn sheet, coaches are coaching and developing players, listening to medical advice from medical team and adhering to it. Medical team have the ultimate say about which player plays based on their whatever models or whatever thing. I've never heard of any big club operates like that before, but like this is where we are, right? This is who Chelsea Football Club is now. I don't know. As US go invade Venezuela, like Africa said, British government who can't tell Americans say make them sell the club, but who do I know? Who do I know? What do I know?